Welcome to day 14 on our journey down the road to the NBA trade deadline, a video series where every day for the 2 weeks leading up to the deadline, I'm making a new video. The first week I was proposing trades, but the second week I've changed it up and I'm playing a little Armchair GM, looking at trades from Fanspo. Now, I want you to grade those trades in the comments, so after you've gone through this video, let me know which trades you prefer, which ones you think are crazy. And in case you want to go watch the rest of these Road to the Deadline videos, I've put a card in the top right for the playlist. Now, today, almost done, we have one more video to go. We're taking a look at the LA Lakers, a team that has been heavily talked about in terms of the trade market, largely tied to Dejounte Murray. And while there is some Dejounte Murray in this video, it's not going to be as much as you would think. So we're starting off here with Dreamer proposing Colin Sexton from the Jazz for Gabe Vincent, Taurean Prince, and 3 seconds. Two of those, the 24 and 25, being from the Clippers. This is interesting for a couple reasons. First off, I don't know that the Jazz do this just because they've been pretty good with Colin Sexton. But at the same time, the Jazz, it feels like any time during the season can just go on like a real big hot streak and then just fall back to no one talking about them and being out of the play-in race. Now, they've held it a little bit better this year, I think, and they may stay in the play-in, but who knows with the Jazz, right? They've got a wealth of picks, so maybe they try to get some better juice out of some of them. Anyway, Colin Sexton on the Lakers is also a very interesting idea, right? You still have D'Angelo Russell. You're either playing Colin Sexton at the 2 or Austin Reeves. Whoever doesn't play the 2 is playing the 3 because you got rid of Taurean Prince. Then you've got LeBron and AD. The only problem is Colin Sexton 6'3", Austin Reeves is 6'5", so you don't really have a bigger guy in that small forward role. Now, the way they play is a little different, obviously, but this is just odd. Like, I don't think it would be bad, and this is something that they've been kind of looking for, but with D'Angelo Russell playing better recently, I don't know that Colin Sexton does a lot for you, right? Colin Sexton is a guy that usually is bringing the ball up the court, is kind of running the offense for the most part for the Jazz. You have D'Angelo Russell, so you're probably not doing that. You might still be like kind of the secondary, but you still also have LeBron. So I don't like, the Lakers are such a weird situation because like they almost just don't know what they need. Like Dejounte Murray's in a similar situation. I think he does a little bit better off ball, and Colin Sexton's not bad either. But like both of these guys would be further down the list than they currently are on their own teams. And I don't know that it really helps the Lakers that much, right? In either instance, to be honest. Now, the Jazz, getting Gabe Vincent and getting Taurean Prince, I don't really know does anything for them either. But once again, if they're kind of looking to maybe juice their chances to get lottery picks, that's a change there. But I mean, the package, you're getting these second rounders. No one really cares. They have a wealth of picks anyway. I guess just throw them on top of the pile. But this is interesting. This is one I had not seen, and every time I stop to think about it, it gets more interesting to me. I think Colin Sexton would be not a bad fit, but just an odd fit that could be really entertaining to watch, or really boring depending on how things play out. So it's the return of Wayno Potato. God, if I am not even close to the pronunciation on this, I'm going to feel so bad because I've said his name so much, or their name so much in these last couple videos. Anyway, 3-teamer between the Hawks, Lakers, and Grizzlies. The Lakers do land their Dejounte Murray pick. The Grizzlies get D'Angelo Russell, which is interesting. They get a Clippers second rounder in 27, and the Hawks get Marcus Smart and a second in 2025 and a first rounder top 8 protected from the Lakers. The reason I bring this one up is not because Dejounte Murray, and that's something the Lakers have been wanting to pick up anyway. but it's really the Hawks are getting, like, I want to say the best deal, but kind of. Marcus Smart is more likely than not what the Hawks wanted Dejounte Murray to be, right? Marcus Smart is more defensively focused guard, a good point of attack defender, and that's kind of what they wanted Dejounte Murray to be. They wanted someone to be that point of attack defender that Trae Young is not. They wanted to insulate Trae Young defensively. I think that does that. I think that's an interesting pick. Now, I don't know if the Grizzlies do this. Even with the season somewhat being written off, I don't know that bringing in D'Angelo Russell makes a ton of sense. For this year, it gets you a competent point guard, one that's not nearly as injury prone and has been playing really good lately. But he's a player option next year. So that kind of works for Ja Morant, but if he decides to take that, you have a secondary guard that's making a fair amount of money that you're probably not going to be able to move. So you have... I find this really interesting because the Hawks are getting kind of what they want and maybe actually get better despite what this says. The Lakers get Dejounte Murray and probably get a little bit better, but I don't know that this, if D'Angelo plays the way he's been playing kind of throughout the rest of the year and into the play-in playoff, depending where the Lakers go, I don't know that Dejounte Murray changes that a whole lot, to be honest with you. I don't know that he moves the needle that much, which maybe is why it's only one win. But I don't this almost feels like breaking even and maybe slightly better or more money. Not a lot more, but still. So yeah, I actually think the Hawks win this one, even though the Lakers are getting what they want. But I found this really interesting. This is Marcus Smart. You don't hear him thrown around a lot anymore. I guess just because he got, he's been in with the Grizzlies, and the Grizzlies has been kind of on fire lately. But I can't make this a video where I talk about strange trades without bringing a third one in that's just wild. And I just wanted to talk about this because I saw this. I was like, okay, I gotta talk about this one for a minute. Pab Ralinka, thank you for this masterpiece of confusion. 4-team trade. Like I said, I can enjoy a complex trade, but this one's out there. So the Hawks are getting Tyus Jones, which is pretty much just your backup guard that expires next year. Jalen Hood-Schifino, which would be an interesting pairing with Trae Young, I think. He's still young, so we don't actually know how that's going to work, but I think that would be interesting. A 25 second rounder, 29 first rounder. The Lakers are getting Donovan Mitchell and DeLon Wright. DeLon Wright's expiring. Who cares? He's probably not going to get a ton of time with you guys anyway. But what? Donovan Mitchell? This is swinging for the fences, my guy. This is interesting. So, yeah, Donovan Mitchell goes to the Lakers. Does it make him better? Yeah. Because I do think there is a bigger difference between Donovan Mitchell and D'Angelo Russell here. The Wizards are getting actually probably the best situation here. D'Angelo Russell is going to be a lot more consistent and a better overall offensive leader than that of one Jordan Poole. And Taurean Prince, he's there. He probably helps, but their wing situation's really not anything that needs Taurean Prince. And then you get a second rounder via the Clippers for 24. Whereas the Cavs get Dejounte Murray, Rui Hachimura, in a 2025 first round as top 5 protected from the Lakers. What? The Cavs, maybe it's moving off the money, but I don't think they're moving off Donovan Mitchell even in the offseason. Unless something just goes horribly wrong in the playoffs. And they've been on fire, and they've been missing all their other good players that aren't Donovan Mitchell, right? They've been missing Darius Garland, they've been missing Evan Mobley, and Jarrett Allen's kind of been in and out, but he's also been playing really well when he's there. the Lakers are not providing near enough to get Donovan Mitchell, in my opinion. Dejounte Murray's not bad, but he is not a guy that, like, at all that's comparable. Like, these two, like, the Cavaliers got fleeced in this. But the Wizards are so interesting because, like, they might actually be, like, not great, obviously, but this might, like, bump them closer to the play-in talk, which is weird. But, like, for a team that has guards that are on paper talented, the Wizards sure could use some good guards. And then Jalen Hood-Schifino getting playing time somewhere would be really interesting. But yeah, I saw this and I was like, this is nuts. There's no way Donovan Mitchell goes anywhere, but I want to talk about it just because it's funny. But let me know, do you like this wild 4-team Donovan Mitchell get the Wizards good trade? The 3-teamer where the Hawks might actually have gotten what they want in Marcus Smart instead of Dejounte Murray? Or the Jazz giving up on Colin Sexton and Colin Sexton possibly being like the secret, like, good player that the Lakers have needed for at least the last couple of years. Let me know in the comments down below, because this is probably some of the wilder ones I've seen. And, well, for the last time, I'll see you guys tomorrow.